Hi everybody, welcome to Buffy the Vampire Slayer review of Season 2 episode Inca Mommy Girl. Honestly, I don't have a whole lot to say on this episode. This is a Xander-centric episode. And we've been given a lot of Xander-centric episodes. We got 2 Xander-centric episodes in Season 1, and we're given another one. And it's all about the cultural exchange, the student cultural exchange program. And the Incan Mummy Girl gets awoken from her tomb, and she imposes as Impata and stays at Buffy's house and wreaks havoc and drains the life out of several people, and Xander falls in love with her. I know it's probably easy to say that he fell in love with her, but I guess love is such a complicated emotion. It's a complicated emotion, and it's a very deep emotion that I really don't think you can say that Xander fell in love with her. I think if you said that Xander was in love with Buffy, that'd be completely valid. But, you know, Xander is a boy. He's a 16-year-old boy with hormones and testosterone, and Impata, you know, whoever the actress was, I probably should have looked that up. She's beautiful. She's very pretty. She's very attractive, and she's nice to Xander, and she laughs at his jokes. So, of course, he falls for her. Who wouldn't? You know, if a attractive person that you were attracted to, you know, laughed at your jokes and was nice to you, and you were single, of course you'd go for them. And, of course, Willow notices that Xander is going for everybody except her. So even though that whole issue hasn't been brought up for a while, the whole issue of, you know, Xander loves Buffy, Buffy loves Angel, Buffy doesn't notice Xander, Willow loves Xander, Xander is just friends with Willow, that whole thing, even though that hasn't really been brought up since Season 1, that little conversation between Willow and Buffy in the library, where Willow says, you know, he's going for everybody but me, well, at least he isn't going for you, because he doesn't have a shot with you. It was just kind of nice how they brought the focus back. Not really the focus back, but they just kind of reminded the audience again that this love triangle still does exist. And it actually really reminded me of a scene in Season 7, and I know I'm getting way ahead of myself, but a scene in Season 7 in the episode Selfless, which, oh my god, amazing episode. Emma Caulfield, bow down to Emma Caulfield. I'm going completely off track. Nobody has even heard of Emma Caulfield or Anya this early on, between Xander and Buffy. That whole triangle, it really reminded me of that conversation between Willow and Buffy in the library. Reminded me of the conversation between Xander and Buffy in the Summers household in Season 7 episode Selfless. And it's really interesting that it reminded me of that, because it's 7 years later and it still exists. And it's interesting how I guess I've never really had any friends that have stuck around for a long time. I've had friends that I've had for years, and I've had friends that I've known for my whole life, but I haven't been friends for my whole life. Like, I've known them my whole life, or I've known them a chunk of my life, but I haven't been friends with them for that entire time. And so, wow, I totally just got off track. So when you have friends consistently for that long, and in Season 7 they've been friends for that long, it's like those issues are always still going to be there. Yes, you're going to grow. You're going to become different people. You're going to grow. Other people are going to come in and out, but there's always going to be little bitty issues or little emotions or little feelings that are always going to live deep down inside of you. And I really like that. I liked how they just had that little scene between Willow and Buffy in the library, and they talked about, and they just kind of reminded everybody that that still happens. And it just shows how brilliant this series is. How brilliant this show is. So yeah. Nothing, I mean, of course, lots of other things happen in this episode. If you are interested in reading the novelized version of it, check out the Xander Years Volume 2. which is brought to you from Pocket Books, I believe, and it's a good read. And that's all I really have to say on the episode. I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. And I've been Tennyak. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody.